Welcome, dear students, to this class on Twelfth Night. The play Twelfth Night was composed by William Shakespeare in either 1600 or 1601. It was first performed on February 2nd, 1602. It's a romantic comedy based on 5 acts. The plot of this play revolves around resolving many hurdles to get true love. It has many elements: love, mistaken identity, illusion, disguises, madness, and gender crossing. It also has a subplot. This play is named as Twelfth Night because it was performed on the 12th day of Christmas. It is also named as What You Will. The play features many characters, including a female protagonist who disguises herself as a man. The entire play revolves around her. Act 1, Scene 1. Orsino, Duke of Illyria, is in love with Olivia, a countess. His attendant brings word that Olivia has decided to veil her face for 7 years because she grieves the death of her beloved brother. Orsino wishes she would direct this love at him. Act 1, Scene 2, we meet Viola as Cesario. Viola is shipwrecked on Illyria and fears her brother is lost at sea. The ship's captain tells her about the Duke and his fruitless pursuit of Olivia. Viola asks the captain to help her dress as a man so she can be the Duke's servant. Act 1, Scene 3. Sir Toby Belch, Olivia's uncle, is told off by her maid Maria for coming home late and drunk. Maria says Olivia dislikes Sir Toby trying to set her up with his friend, Sir Andrew Aguchi. Now we are introduced to another character, that is Sir Andrew, who is unsuccessfully flirts with Maria and is trying to get closer to Olivia. And Sir Toby persuades him to keep trying and gets money from him. Act 1, Scene 4. Orsino has a job for Viola, dressed as Cesario. Viola has assumed the name of Cesario in her new role as a young man. The Duke asks Viola or Cesario to go to Olivia with a team of attendants and woo her on his behalf. Viola promises to try but has fallen in love with the Duke herself, something that she has to keep a secret now that she is masquerading as a man. Act 1, Scene 5. Love at first sight. Olivia banters with her jester Feste. Malvolio, Olivia's steward, does not think he is funny, the clown in the play. Viola or Cesario tells Olivia that Orsino loves her, and Olivia says she does not love him. Instead, she has fallen for Cesario and she sends Malvolio after him with a ring. Act 2, Scene 1. Now the character Sebastian is introduced. Sebastian, that is Viola's brother, is alive and well. He is rescued by a sea captain, Antonio. Sebastian believes that Viola is dead. He believes that she is dead and sets off for Orsino's court. Act 2, Scene 2. Malvolio gives Cesario the ring back, repeating what Olivia has said, and says that she cannot love the Duke. Viola feels sorry for herself for being in love with the Duke and sorry for Olivia for being in love with her. Act 2, Scene 3. Sir Toby, Sir Andrew, and Feste have a midnight party and Maria and Malvolio tell them off. Malvolio leaves. The three men and Maria hatch a plot to trick Malvolio with forged love letters from Olivia. Act 2, Scene 4. Orsino guesses that Cesario is in love. Cesario tells that the woman he is in love with is of similar age and appearance to the Duke. They debate whether women can love as deeply as men, and Cesario gives the example of his sister who loved a man but never told him. The Duke sends Cesario to Olivia with a jewel. Act 2, Scene 5. Maria drops a letter for Malvolio to find Sir Toby. Sir Andrew Feste. They hide in a box tree to watch, behind a box tree to watch. Malvolio finds the letter, assuming it is praising his fashion sense. Yellow stocking and cross garters. Maria invites the men to come and see Malvolio dressed up for Olivia. Act 3, Scene 1. Olivia confesses her love. Cesario again urges Orsino's suit to Olivia. Olivia again refuses, but tells her that she loves him. He insists that he loves no woman she will not give up. Act 3, Scene 2. Sir Toby encourages Sir Andrew to challenge Cesario to a duel over Olivia. Act 2, Scene 3. Antonio and Sebastian, they arrive in a town. Antonio asks Sebastian to look after his purse and they arrange to meet at a lodging house. Act 3, Scene 4. Olivia sends for Malvolio. He comes in yellow stockings and cross garters. Malvolio quotes from the letter. She thinks he is mad. Maria and Sir Toby are delighted with the success of their plot and have Malvolio locked up. Sir Andrew challenges Cesario to a duel, and Antonio joins in, mistaking Cesario for Sebastian, offices in Antonio on behalf of the Duke. Act 4, Scene 1. The two knights and Andrew Ejik and Sebastian, they fight, thinking that he is Cesario. Olivia rescues Sebastian and he happily goes with her to her house. He wonders if he is dreaming. Act 4. Maria dresses Feste up as a priest, Sir Topas, and Sir Toby and Maria eavesdrop as Feste alternates between counseling Malvolio as Sir Topas and taunting him as himself. Act 4, Scene 3. Sebastian and Olivia, they both get married. Sebastian marvels at his good fortune as he and Olivia prepare to be married by a priest. Act 5, Scene 1. All's well that ends well. In the final conclusion, Antonio is brought in by the officers and Cesario tries to convince the Duke not to persecute him. Antonio expresses his disgust for Sebastian's behavior. Cesario pleads ignorance. Olivia, mistaking Cesario for Sebastian, accuses him of breaking a promise. Viola says she is in love with the Duke, and Olivia brings in the priest who witnessed their marriage. Orsino is angry with Cesario. Sir Andrew and Sir Toby arrive, claiming they were attacked by Cesario. Sebastian enters and apologizes. All is revealed. Viola and Sebastian, they are reunited. Orsino and Viola, both are engaged to the men they love. Malvolio is released from prison and told about the plot against him. He vows revenge, and Feste sings, and the play ends in a happy note.